One. It's the Rick Goat himself here, Mr. Monty in the Ghetto, back on the Disposable Gamers. So we had a couple of issues with these two videos when I was recording them. The first time when I was recording this video, which as you can see is in the highlights, we used AS Monaco and we absolutely thrashed this team, but my PC crashed, I don't know, about the 60th minute in. I was lucky to be able to keep this up and record it when I got my PC back on the go. So this is the start of it, and this guy just it, it's really unlucky, isn't it? I should say it's just me in this video because what's happened, I've lost the audio for everything here, I don't know why. But yeah, so at the start of this game, these guys were really, they were giving it to us hard, so to speak, and the highlights ain't the best because they missed a lot of the good bits that weren't exactly close shots or anything. But this is really like our first shot on target here, and bang, you see we get it in. Now I've got to do this for like another 16 minutes, and I'm not very good at talking at this speed. I don't know how I'm still going. So this guy, yeah, that's definitely a foul right there, as you can see. Um, in this game, this is probably, on a personal point, this is probably the best game that I played. This was me that scored this here. I thought that was a fantastic goal. I think we won something like 5-0, 5-1 or something. I don't recall the final score. I've not even counted it. Um, what's that? That's, five. I think it might have been 5-0 actually. LuBu scored a goal a bit later on. I think I scored 4 of the 5 goals, and LuBu scored one of them. I think this was it here. Yeah, this is it here. So that's me, it gets wiped out, and then LuBu gets it, and somehow he gets it in the net. And then we get a bit cocky for the next goal. This is me again, and I nearly fucked it right up. So I passed to LuBu, LuBu passes back to me, and then I almost run right past the net trying to run it into the net. It's pretty awful. So this is the next game. This is lagging in my editor. That's what it's doing. This is Juventus. We're playing as Juventus. They're playing as Manchester United, and yeah, this was another pretty decent game for us. Coming out of for that AS Monaco game, coming out of the 2 games that we had against those other guys, the really sweaty guys, these were the next 2 games. We came on next morning, I think it was, and we started doing another session. Didn't go too well. We had the PC problems. Like for this video here specifically, the audio just deleted itself. So we're not long into this game, and I didn't realise the keeper was coming out here. I made a big mistake doing that. That was a very, stupid bit of play. So these guys are on the counter attack, and just like in the Porto game, the other team does kind of put on the pressure pretty heavily. Luckily, I rushed at the keeper here near the start. Right, so here we're at a corner now. I think I just left this running for the sheer sake of having a lengthy video again. Trying to keep it within that 16-minute mark. Usually when we do videos, we end up with like an 18-minute video or something because me and LuBu are constantly talking. It's really hard to edit out because we're always mid-sentence. Whereas this, there was no audio, but yet I've still somehow ended up with like a 16-17 minute video. You know what I mean? So we're in a wee bit of a midfield battle here. LuBu wins the ball. There's a bit later in the game where there's quite a lot of tackles. So I've not just made it like a giant highlight reel. There's a bit of gameplay in there that ain't quite, just running up the pitch and scoring. But I have deleted a lot of the boring shit, like stuff. The boring stuff. So here they get a goal kick and we pretty much instantly win it, and this is where we've really started to put on the pressure. So I play it to LuBu. LuBu plays a fantastic ball in. But he gets wiped out. And of course, they get a red. So LuBu used to take penalties. He had something like a record only shooting to the left. He had a record of something like 127 or some crazy shit to like 5. 127 goals to 5. But then they changed the penalties in this one, and he's not played FIFA 17 too much. And the keeper parried it. Luckily, I ran in and I dealt with the goal. But it was kind of like I used to be good at free kicks, and then they changed it in FIFA as well. And you know, it's ever since FIFA changed all this shit, LuBu seems to be better at free kicks, and I wouldn't say I'm better at penalties, but I'm better than him. uh, in fact, I'm maybe better than myself as well. I used to be awful at penalties. So this is a really nice bit of passing play. We just split our defence wide open. It's one of the few opportunities we actually got running down the middle because a lot of the time we found ourselves forced onto the wing. And although we did come in kind of for the wing to get there, we finally pushed it in through the middle. So this has resulted in a corner here. We're just going to whip it in. They clear it and then they pause it. Now this happened quite a lot in this game. I recall it was. I don't know if they were trying to annoy us and trying to make us leave or whatever. But yeah, uh, we had a couple of failed attempts at getting that ball there, but luckily we got it. But they seem to be kind of the ball's landing in their favour a lot here. Luckily we did get that there, and LuBu makes a very critical pass. Um, I kind of faked to pass to LuBu, but here I tried to switch on to my right foot, and there is a plane going over. I'm sorry if it picks up. Um, I tried to switch on to the right foot, and they just took a massive step instead. So great play wasted, really. I'm not quite sure exactly what that was. I think, yeah, we got the throw in from that. And LuBu throws it to me, and it almost messed right up again. I was kind of playing quite sloppy this game, especially in comparison to the Monaco game. Right, so we've got forward here again. We're about 32 minutes in FIFA time, and this I was amazed it never went out of play here. And they eventually go straight through the back with Luke Shaw, and he's very lucky it never went a bit more nastily. The keeper basically catches that, goes right towards him, and of course we're kind of gaining a lot of possession in the back half of the midfield and the defence. I couldn't really get out the way a little bit there. If you play FIFA, you know what it's like sometimes when you're playing pro clubs or co-op seasons, you end up kind of accidentally in the way of people, and you're like, oh shit. Luckily, I got out of the way, and there was just Luke Shaw getting the yellow for what happened earlier on. So we're closing in half time here. That was Benucci making a terrible effort on goal. I luckily turned him, but I just didn't have the agility to keep moving. I passed it to Lou. Lou plays a fantastic ball in, and this is one of the few parts in this game that I remember because we recorded this like last week or something from when I'm doing the audio. I was screaming down the mic at that because that should have been in the net every day of the week, and it just went wide, you know. That guy kind of dealt with LuBu there, but his final pass kind of gave LuBu back the ball. Now LuBu plays it through here. Unluckily, it doesn't quite make it to me. I wouldn't even say it'd be a certain goal considering what just happened. And then I play it across to LuBu here. LuBu gets a nice little finish, and that's us. We're 2-0 up, coming into the second half. He's just going to face plant. Just let you guys watch this. It's a great goal, isn't it? It's a great goal. Look at that. Whoop. Just slots it back across. So they're on kick off here, and they don't quite go directly for the run, but they do play it out to the wing and then kind of push back into the middle here. You'd imagine them if being a bit more needy looking in their play. But he luckily keeps the ball there, and we tackle these guys a whole bunch of times here, and you can definitely smell there's a bit of old FIFA BS going on. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to us, you know it does, like in our favour. And he just smashes it back post. Ibra basically fucking heads it right at the keeper, and the keeper just puts it in the net for him. So yeah, what can you do? I don't really like watching that. Traumatises me. So going into the second half now, we're actually only winning 2-1. So these guys have definitely got the momentum on us now, but we play a bit more aggressively and direct. And very unlucky for LuBu there. I think that's two videos that have gone up in a row that's happened to LuBu, and both of them have involved Manchester United as well. So going into the second half, here's some stats for you. I mean, we have 13 shots to their 3. We have 8 shots on target to their 2. You know what I mean? We are. Oh. So they're a bit more direct this half. just pushing right through the defence, almost in a straight line, which is something we weren't expecting because the way they were playing earlier in the game. Um, but they miss quite considerably with Pogba at that range. So it gets played right onto the wing, but I can't keep it in because the ball just gets away from me here. They end up with a throw in, and these guys were pretty annoying for this kind of stuff, like pausing the game constantly. A lot of it's been edited out, um, and just kind of the fake throw bullshit and all that. And messing around with the keeper was another thing they kept doing. They kept trying to like play it to the keeper and then, you know, trying. They were really cocky on the keeper, is what I mean. It gets really annoying. So these guys are kind of when they're in the middle of the field, they can make actually pretty interesting plays. Um, but right now they're playing very direct yet again, like they were with Pogba. I think they realised what happened was when they played more direct against us, they were starting to find they had more success. I don't really know what just happened there. LuBu kept the ball. LuBu gets absolutely wiped out there. Gets passed to me, and I just couldn't take them. But it goes back to LuBu again, so you can see there's a little bit of bullshit in our favour here. That was a great pass for LuBu, but I couldn't get the touch. I kept the ball, then I get brought down in the box. But we end up with a corner for it. It maybe should have been a bit more than a corner, if you know what I mean. The amount of bullshittery. LuBu kind of challenges that guy on his clearance, but he can't really outmuscle him. Luckily, it comes right back to me. I positioned myself for the interception. I played LuBu. LuBu I was imagining would have shot there, but he kind of played a more driven pass than anything. I tried to get it out to the wing there. Another failed pass for me. As I said, I was playing quite sloppy this game. LuBu wins the ball. Eventually, they had an offside or something. I don't recall. Um, Keeper throws it out, and now we're into like the 60th minute, so we're getting on in the game. And this is another pretty well intense game. You know, we're winning 2-1, and they're still within a shout. You know, they're definitely within a shout. Because I mean, when you consider the way the goals have went, they've got the momentum. We went 2-0 up, and we were like, we've got this in the bag. And then these guys come along and they score finally at the 45th minute or so. LuBu plays me through here, and the touch is absolutely horrific, so I play it back to Lu. Lu tries to pass it to me, and it goes about 2 inches in front of him. That really messed up that entire play. Was A, the touch for me, and B, LuBu trying to pass, and it just gone 2 inches in front of him. So these guys kind of get on the counter attack. LuBu just tried to get the thing to fuck. And then I play a ball right over the top. I think that was offside, wasn't it? Yeah, that's offside, that one. There's a couple of decent plays, you know. Sometimes me and LuBu we just get that kind of link up and we play really well. Other times we can get a bit sloppy, especially in defence. You know, you can make mistakes in attack, but in defence, if you make mistakes, you usually end up conceding. So we're pushing forward here. There's what? There's one, two, three. There's four is there, and I should have been passing. I don't know why I didn't. LuBu passes to me a fantastic ball, and I play low right across. LuBu kind of headers it and bounces off the keeper, and deals with it. I think the first header should have been in the net, but we got the goal sort of thing, and I didn't get my assist. Yet again, the guys are more direct off of the kick-off yet again, you know. But we win the ball very quickly here. I play it to LuBu in the short option. It wasn't meant to be the short option, but it went there, you know. LuBu pushes out as usual. I sit back and kind of keep the defence intact while LuBu tries to deal with the, more aggressive part of the defence. End up it ends up getting all the way back to the keeper actually. I'm surprised that border actually got slotted through. Considering FIFA, if there's like two people within like 20 metres there, it usually gets intercepted. And I can barely talk right now, my mouth is so dry. Oh, yawn. And then that happened. Right there and then. Little Davy would be proud. just going to try and celebrate to the camera. I kind of messed up with the celebration a wee bit, but I think that was a pretty nice chip. The keeper was in no man's land, really. That's us up to 4-1 now. Um, I don't remember. Oh yeah, there goes the header. Never mind. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot suddenly. A stupid game clip recorded thing came up, even though I had notifications turned it off. Pjanic there. I think it was LuBu was controlling him there, wasn't it? He ends up kind of sliding in. I mean, they got the ball after they got the other two balls in the guy's ankles. Um, so LuBu does a good job of keeping the pressure on, kind of keeping them out of our half. And yet again, there he is. He's putting that pressure on the wing. I'm just getting back to kind of keep our defence intact, but now I'm kind of playing more aggressively in defence, which is unusual for me. You know, maybe when I'm playing by myself, I tend to be very aggressive in defence because you've got to, but I time it. Like, so I will fall back, like I do a lot in co-op seasons, and then I'll wait for the time to strike the tackle, and sometimes it's a lunge and sometimes it ain't. You got to watch for lunges, obviously, or they get right through. But here I went to pause it and make my subs, and these guys just they left, and that was that. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. Please do like and sub the video. Come find us on Twitter. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Manch.